declined. President of UNC Gaidong Kangmei along with Publicity Secretary finally land in police trap. And High Court directs state government to end blockade. Use security force to bring essential commodities. Hello and welcome to RCTV English News. I'm Subula Kangabum. Let's see the news in detail. President of the United Naga Council, UNC, whose name has been in the news for agitations that put the people of the entire state in extreme suffering every now and then, like the ongoing indefinite economic blockade, has been arrested by Manipur police. Gaidong Kangmei, 52, son of late Landong Kangmei of None Part 1, at present staying at Namdulong, was picked up from Faidinga. He was staying at the residence of chairman of Lemokong Kunkun village, Thomas Liangmei, since the last 2 or 3 days. Another person identified as Sankui Stephen, 36, son of late Sankui Thamnok of Konsen village in Tunnel district, has also been detained. The two were arrested around 11:30 a.m. today. The latter is said to be the information secretary of UNC. He drives a Bolero of Nagaland registration number NL07C1642. Meanwhile, the United Naga Council has called a total shutdown in the so-called Naga inhabited areas. The indefinite economic blockade imposed by the UNC has already entered the 25th day. And on the other hand, All Naga Students Association Manipur ANSAM has said that unless the president of UNC Gaidong Kangmei and Publicity Secretary Sankui Stephen are released without any condition, intense agitation will be launched. He said this at a press meet held at Nagaram this evening. President of ANSAM, Seth Sansan, said that since the government of Manipur took up steps to form Sadar Hills district against the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the government and the Nagas, the UNC imposed the economic blockade. He said the government is indulging in communal policy on this issue. It is true that the blockade makes the people, including the Nagas, suffer, but it has been imposed as a necessary deterrent against the government step. Even though the Union Ministry of Home Affairs had convened a meeting to discuss the issue, the state government did not attend it. What the Naga people want is for the state government to go by the MOU signed with the Nagas. What is the reason for arrest of the two leaders of UNC? It is not reasonable to arrest UNC leaders for making certain political demands. The two should be released without any condition immediately, or else the state government should be held responsible for any consequence, he said, and appealed to the center to intervene in the matter and bring a settlement.
The UNC President Gaidong Kangmei and also Stephen Langkang, the Information and Publicity Secretary of UNC, have been arrested by the police commandos. They are well aware that this is a political issue, but they think that it can be settled by using force. On what ground? This is a political issue, this is a land issue. And if they say this is a political issue, why they have to use force? And we take it this as a direct confrontation undemocratically to the Naga people. If the government fail to release them immediately, I think the consequences will be very expensive, and it will not be constructive for all of us.
The Manipur High Court has issued directive to the government of Manipur to make arrangement for ending the ongoing economic blockade on the two national highways and use security forces to bring the essential commodities necessary for daily life. This was related to media person at the office of the High Court Bar Association of Manipur. President of the association, Senior Advocate K.H. Bijoy Kumar, Vice President Y. Nirmal Chand, Senior Advisor to the association, Senior Advocate N. Kumarjit, and Secretary N.G. Jyotindra attended the press meet. Senior Advocate N. Kumarjit said APIL filed by one R.K. Joysana against the state government and the union government in 2015 and 2016 with regard to the extreme sufferings caused to the people of Manipur by economic blockade. Hearing on the PIL has been going on since yesterday. A full bench of judges comprising Chief Justice Rakesh Ranjan Prasad, Justice N. Kotishore and Justice K.H. Nobin heard the petition with the help of 9 senior advocates. After hearing views of all concerned, the High Court issued an interim order to the Chief Secretary and DGP of Manipur to take up all necessary steps to get the economic blockade lifted and use security forces in bringing essential commodities to Manipur. If state security forces are not adequate, the centre should be asked to send more security forces. The central government too should send the required security forces. Regular road opening patrol should be deployed on the highways. Arrangements should be made to deploy or post security forces in vulnerable areas, the High Court's directive stated. Action taken report should be submitted to the court on or before December 2, the court directed.
Rai asida hairiba asi mainly state government of Manipur, state of Manipur gi matakta direction pibani. Ahanba direction di state of Manipur including or through Chief Secretary and the Director General of Police. Ani asi yauna direction me pire karamba direction present hojik chatari economic blockade asaya masi lokthok na ba step lokalu local inge manung asida immediately ani suba direction na free flow of goods havdi pochai hondok honjinda apan ba amabong lenganu gari chatpada essential commodities items petrol pusalakpa chana thangnaba cheng hawai thau thum alu purakpada athingba highway animak athingba amabong lenganu hairiba thabak ase force araiba police kari kari sijinaraga taw maduda awat pa leragana central government da hayu central government na dasu direction piri state na hojike hariba highway ani asigi pochai puthok pasin asida darkar lerna center da force pu security force pu haina harekpa matamda center na CRPF Assam Rifles BSF or other paramilitary forces ado pigani amasung regular road opening patrol haidana lambi asida ROP chalangani mado central government na madu provide togobni.
The people of Manipur are also facing the same inconvenience that the people in other parts of the country are facing while trying to deposit money in their bank accounts and getting exchange of the banned notes with the new ones or lower denominations. The guideline for withdrawal of money is different for different banks in Manipur. A great inconvenience has been imposed to the people of the state as the amount one can withdraw from one branch of the state of the same bank differs with that of other branches. Even as bank authorities clarified that shortage of cash in banks is due to non-sanctioning of adequate amount of cash by RBI, some bank employees have been reportedly giving cash exchange by charging some percentage for processing the exchange. The whole process of depositing and exchanging money seems to be time-consuming and confusing to the general masses. However, it is usually easy for some who have good contacts with bank employees. Some of these employees help deposit and exchange money for their friends and relatives. Some people who have easy access to depositing and exchanging money have even started a new business of giving change for big notes on charge of 10 to 20%. Therefore, many are suspicious of such anomalies being carried out by some bank employees. Even though the bank employees have been bearing the pain of working extra hours for the sake of helping the people, bad activities of few bank employees are tarnishing the image of the entire community of bank employees. As observed every year across the world from November 25 to December 10, the international campaign on 16 days activism on gender-based violence has got underway at Auditorium of Tribal Research Institute at Chingmairong in Imphal today. The campaign is organized by Women in Governance Wing, Manipur. Chairperson of Manipur State Commission for Women, Dr. Kaisham Sobita, Editor-in-Chief of ISTB News, Brajendra Ningomba, and a member of Steering Committee of Wing Okho, Jayanti Kashing, were the main guests at the inaugural function of the campaign. The campaign was organized on a theme, Orange the World, Raise Money to End Violence Against Women. Addressing the gathering, Chairperson Dr. K. Sobita said, the theme for this year's campaign is indeed very meaningful. She called for people's support to the cause in whatever way they can.
Social stigma
Speaking on the occasion as Chief Guest of Honor, Editor-in-Chief Brajendra Ningomba said, there are many stories of women and girls students from the Northeast region who are either working or studying in metro cities of India being molested or raped. They need to be made aware of their legal rights and means to defend themselves in times of grave threat to their lives and honor, the Editor-in-Chief added.
Crime, violence, international organization, United Nations, country
The total shutdown called by Naga People Organization NPO with immediate effect from today has crippled normal life in most of the Naga inhabited areas, especially in the hill areas including Tamenglong District Headquarters, Nungba, None Market, etc. in Tamenglong District. All shops, markets and government offices remain closed during the shutdown. It is worth mentioning that the total shutdown has been imposed in protest against the arrest of UNC President and Publicity Secretary earlier today. The shutdown will continue till 4 p.m. tomorrow. Meanwhile, an emergency meeting of the Jilyarong Frontal Organization was held at the office of Jilyarong Baudi. The meeting unanimously resolved to endorse the total shutdown imposed by NPO. However, educational institutions will be exempted from purview of the shutdown, it is reported. Forest Minister I. Hemochandra today launched a packaged drinking water called Laima at Mantripukhi. The new packaged drinking water has been produced using latest technology including EMF. Proprietor of the company producing Laima, I. Brajabihari, also attended the launch. Addressing the gathering, Minister I. Hemochandra said, introducing such packaged drinking water that is pure and hygienic in a situation when safe drinking water is hardly available to public is a very good step. The launch of the packaged drinking water will not only employ many youths but also will benefit the state.
Commercial unit run cost price the 5 liter can 20 liters ki plastic can singi mamanduda isingi mamansi yaudana mayamda khara pipiniga haiba na chingwa wakhal mayamadu puthokpiu. Sometimes money is not everything. Paisa isna loinamak kasu oibnati.
The Imphal Literature Festival that will be held for 5 days has got underway at Manipur Press Club today. The festival is jointly organized by Sahitya Thokpang Lup Imphal, Patriotic Writers Forum Manipur under the aegis of Department of Art and Culture Manipur, Commissioner of Works K. Radhakumar, Founder Chairman of Janet Academy Dr. S. Manauton, President of Bangladesh Manipuri Sahitya Sangsad A.K. Seram, and Director of Art and Culture Dr. K. Sushila were the main guests at the inaugural function of the International Literature Festival. As part of the festival, Thiam Ibotobi National Award was conferred on L. Biramangol of Tripura. The award included cash and citation. All Manipur Elementary School Teachers Association Jiribam staged a sit-in demonstration showing resentment over the government's act of downgrading many teachers, which is not rightful and highly condemnable. Many protesters hold placards that say government should annul the decision at the earliest. National Executive Member of BJP OBC Morcha, Abuzam Kupmapada Luwang also participated in the protest. ZEO office of Jiribam was locked by the protesters. The 52nd Foundation Day of United National Liberation Front UNLF was held at all the units yesterday, informed a press release issued by Director of Department of Publicity UNLF M. Sakinsana. The main celebration was held at the General Headquarters of the Army Camp of UNLF MPA. Chairman of the Central Committee UNLF K.H. Pambay and Chief of Army Staff MPA N.G. Pamheba were the main guests. A total of 200 liters of alcohol seized by 22 Assam Rifles along with Sugunu Police and liquor seized by Excise Department were totally gutted down. Deputy Superintendent of Excise Thobal L. Raghutim and 22 Assam Rifles and 2nd OC of Sugunu Police Station were also present during the burning of large number of liquor. Meeting of the polling station of 4/6 Tambalkong for ex-MLA T.H. Nandakishore, who is an aspiring candidate of BJP for the general election that is scheduled to be held in the early part of next year, was held at the residence of Lokrakpam Biramangol. The meeting resolved to support him in the coming election unanimously. T.H. Nandakishore said, during the 15 years of Congress governance, huge amount of money sanctioned for the welfare of the people are misused. Time will heal and bring fairness, he added.
Mihar Nipun Natava, Parada Open Natava, Perumba, Venapa, Monda, constructive of Monda, Martin Contest Go Medically. Tavakurimaka, Scandal Leva, Tavakurimaka Scam Kalava, Alumba Gorman, it will be Gorman.
Proprietor of Silverdew Takyal Industrial Estate, Manohar Mayum Gitchandra Sharma, rewarded a check of 10,000 rupees to OC of Porompat Station for his commendable and beautiful work. It may be worth mentioning that on November 23, Myanmar delegates who are coming down all the way to Manipur to participate in the Manipur Sangai Festival left 30,000 rupees in Indian cash with other belongings at a hotel at Konung Mamang Palace Gate. However, OC of Porompat Police Station Shanti Kumar and his team investigated and handed over the amount and the belongings to the Myanmar delegates, which is highly commendable and humanitarian service. During the handing over of the check amount held at his factory, Gitchandra Sharma said, reward has been extended from his side as an encouragement to the police department for the great deeds done for his mankind.
Police team, Pongpaki, Honorivodo, I don't think how you nice picture of me. I take a shoe, carrying it. It does in the police department. I know Tarpan and a while ago, as a Muslim city, police department, you, Shanti Kumar, Swine, Mato Tamdina, a papa, had to do for person.
National Seminar on Depression, a Holistic Perspective and Occupation Health Hazards, jointly organized by College of Nursing RIMS, Imphal and ICMR New Delhi, was held at College of Nursing RIMS, Imphal today. Speaking at the program, Principal of College of Nursing RIMS, Professor H. Jamuna said, the number of patients suffering from depression has been increasing to a great extent globally. Many resource persons attended the program. Professor Jamuna further said, nurses are facing a lot of inconveniences in caring those patients. However, it is their duty to take care of the patient, but self-defense is also a must to save own life.
Knowledge society masigi kayumba khara ngakthokpa adigi masibu karmai toraga togi thengnagadage haiba piba some sort of the awareness by imparting the knowledge to all these participants who are attending in this 2-day seminar. Masigi wakhalon madi masigi pandam se thamjaraga akona seminar si national level da 2 days ki habidi amsu kogi depression, holistic perspective and occupational health hazard habase College of Nursing na organized oraga pina simjabani.
Principal Chief Conservator of Forests P.N. Prasad categorically stated that in order to save the Sangar, an ecotourism at Kaibulam National Park will be set up soon. He stated this during the second day of the 3 days international workshop, Elsewhere, held at Hotel Imphal today. It was jointly organized by Forest Department and Wildlife Institute of India. Experts from India, Myanmar, Thailand and Vietnam presented papers today. P.N. Prasad further stated that even though the Elsewhere project of the Saving the Sangay is effective, there are more steps and work left to be taken up. In the year 1975, there were only 14 Sangay, but in 2016, it has increased to 260. Nonetheless, it has always become a threat of extinction to Sangay, even though it has able to increase its population. Diminution of Phumdi, floating mass at Loktak, and giving threat to Sangay by the surrounding people has caused a lot of inconveniences. He added that steps will be taken up to protect the Sangay.
Habitat of this deer also can be protected well, and it can become a livelihood to the people. Also, we are through this conservation and protection, we want to increase ecotourism in a big way, so that livelihood to the local people who are living surrounding the area can be provided. So this is the main objective of this workshop.
And now the headlines once again. President of UNC Gaidong Kangmei along with Publicity Secretaries finally land in police trap. And High Court directs state government to end blockade, use security force to bring essential commodities. Thank you so much for joining with us and good night.